Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I want to welcome you out today. So today we're going to talk about 6 ways to boost productivity. I mean, seriously, wouldn't you love to end your workday with everything finished on time and everything handed in and put to bed, and you can end your workday knowing everything's done? Maybe even get a head start on tomorrow's work? Then that probably sounds more like a fantasy than a reality, right? I mean, we have so many things going on, but seriously, being more productive throughout the day means one of 2 things. Either you have special powers and you can add extra hours to your day, or you're willing to learn how to manage your time wisely and efficiently. But since you're probably like the rest of us, you probably need to learn how to manage your time better, right? Because none of us are magic, right? So I have some tips. I have 6 tips for you actually today on how to boost your productivity. So number 1, stay organized. So keeping everything in its place will save a lot of time looking for things, right? It's the greatly underrated productivity buster, because it's going to save you time and energy wasted on trying to find something, trying to figure out what you did with it or which pile it's in. And it's going to make your workspace look neater and better to look at, which is also a stress buster, because then you're less stressed. It's just you're more relaxful, right? How about this one? Number 2, 5 before 11. In an effort to maintain a high level of productivity throughout the day, try picking 5 things you can get done before 11 a.m. Choose the things that will boost your sense of accomplishment and output and help you get, those things that's going to make you feel like you got something done. Breaking things down reduces the feeling of being overwhelmed and lost under files and memos and deadlines. So check it out. I have 2 of my 5. I have my coffee and mascara. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. But anyway, the one thing I would caution you, though, about getting those 5 things done before 11 a.m. is make sure they're things that are income producing or that are like, high level of importance, because it's if you can get the more high level of importance things done first thing in the morning, you can accomplish so much more. I mean, you especially if you're in a business, if you're in your own home business, getting the most important things done is the most critical, right? If you're working in a job and you just know all of these things have to be done that day, then yeah, you could pick and choose however you want. But that's just really a great tip, because the more you can pump out in the morning and get done before 11 o'clock, the better it's going to be, right? Number 3, go for a walk. So instead of eating lunch at your desk, scrunched over more paperwork, go for a walk outside. I'll tell you, that was me for many, many years when I was working in my job. That was, I rarely ate lunch, or if I did, I ate it while I was working. But anyway, getting fresh air is going to help clear your head. It's going to give you more perspective and a more positive outlook. Plus, it's great physical exercise, and a change of scenery will do wonders for your creative juices. So, I mean, it really does. I mean, you think it's counterproductive because you think, if I walk away from my work, I'm never going to get it done. But the truth is, you come back refreshed and more energized, and you're able to give it more oomph when you get back, and seriously, you can get more done that way. So if you absolutely can't leave your work area, then go for a walk indoors. Studies prove that going for a walk, even a short one, can boost efficiency by 60%. I mean, even if you just get up and walk to the bathroom, or maybe if you're in a business, if you work in a job, walk to a bathroom that's farther away than the one you normally go to, so that gives you that walk so you can come back and be more efficient. It really helps. Number 4, stop multitasking. So people think that juggling multiple things at once means they're boosting their work rate, but the truth is that's not true. Studies have found that multitasking can cause more harm than good, because you're not giving each task the time and effort it deserves. And actually what happens is you're really not multitasking. You're single tasking. You're just going back and forth. You're like, okay, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing this. And the thing is even though it's a minute second, every time that you flip back and forth, your brain has to go, okay, where was I? Okay, what was happening? And it actually slows you down, believe it or not, or you miss things. So distractions like that, they negatively impact the quality of your work, and they leave you feeling drained and frazzled. And a lot of that is subconscious. I mean, you don't know about it, but you're being drained and frazzled because your brain is constantly going, okay, where was I? Okay, oh yeah, where am I picking that up at? And you're really, yeah, you're going back and forth, but you're not really accomplishing two things at once. What you're doing is you're accomplishing two things. Maybe it takes a little bit longer than it would have for one. I mean, you might get done faster than if you'd have done them individually, but you're accomplishing two things and not the same quality, right? And more drain on your resources, on your brain, and on your energy. So try giving each task enough time to complete it before moving on to something else. Just start trying to give your undevoted attention to one task at a time, complete it, move on to the next, move on to the next. Anyway, number 5, give yourself self-imposed deadlines. So yeah, generally, none of us like deadlines, right? Deadlines sometimes can make you feel stressed. They give you heart palpitations, headaches, dizzy spells. I mean, we all have different degrees of that, and it depends on how crucial that deadline is. But when you're the one setting the deadline for yourself, you won't feel the pressure in a negative way, but you will feel obligated to respect the deadline you've set. So we're creatures of habit, and so go easy on yourself at first, but really the point is just to acknowledge that you have a set time on which you're going to be held accountable for your work, that you want to have this done by this time. This is important to you, that you have this done by the end of the day, or by whatever that deadline is that you've given yourself. And then when you do meet a deadline, give yourself a pat on the back and a reward for getting the job done on time. Well, I mean, we should give ourselves that self-care, right? Because we don't always get it from anybody else, and who else can do a better job of that than us for ourselves? Number 6, beautify your surroundings. So attractive furniture, office decor such as candles, plants, vases, they can be pleasing to look at. And actually, they can turn a boring space into something beautiful and functional with an added personal touch. And they can also help increase productivity, as studies have shown up to 15%. So choose whatever makes you feel happy and comfortable, as long as it's not going to hurt you. Like a chair should have support for your back, right? So choose what's comfortable. And if you're in an office, if you work in a job, then obviously they'd have to meet those office regulations, right? But by surrounding yourself with things that are aesthetically pleasing, you're going to be boosting production. You're going to be more creative, along with your ability to focus on the task at hand. So boosting productivity means working smarter rather than harder. So try to resist the temptation to stuff your calendar with more work-related commitments or put in longer hours at the office. Instead of thinking, well, I need to work more hours, let's talk about what can we do to get more done in the hours we have, and then we're going to be more productive, we're going to be happier, and we're going to get to go home and live our life, right? Or if we're in a home business, and I'm guilty of this, working all the time, we can turn off the phone or turn off the computer or whatever and go back to live our own life. So productivity can be pretty powerful. So, hey, how about you? What do you do to boost your productivity? I mean, I sure don't know everything. I don't claim to. And I'm sure there's a lot of things that I haven't even talked about today that would be really helpful to boost your productivity. And maybe I can learn from you. So get below and share with us. We'd love to hear what you have. Okay? Anyway, thanks for being here with us today. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.